in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Done. Waiting.
43. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Wait, done.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Undercrush, undercrush. Check 24. Check.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
On second down now, Mixon. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set 15 line. 15 line. Go. Big rip.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll run on second down with Cohen. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 95 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
Second and 10 now from the 27. On play action, Wentz lets it go for Nelson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Keep it up, guys. Smooth.
Now Wentz on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Even. 4 down. Even. Check 4.
80 weapon. 5.
Jones on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go! Get it!
Throwing, Jones. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 6-0 our score after 1.
Got it! Here we go! 60 Pittsburgh! Ready to go! Now!
First down, a run with Cohen. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as the Bears push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Wentz. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
You got that right there. Tighten up, tighten up.
Back to Mixon on first down. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Let's get the ball.
Tonight.
Here we go.
Pilot, 64, weak. Right. Tonight.
On second down now, it's Cohen. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready, break.
The mic. 50 seconds, the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, high 7. Ready.
On third down, Jones. He finds McCoy. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, it's Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On second down now, Mixon.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On third down, Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Ready.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This for his running back, McCall. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm scared.
Get it.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the ready.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Come off the ball,
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Gonna let one fly for it. Got his man complete. up off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Ready?
Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
18 Gators.
Let's go. Pick the edge.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the double.
In your face. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Rush in. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check nickel.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. In for the score as the Bears push further out in front. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
Gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.